What is up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and welcome back to another episode review. And today we're going to be reviewing Chucky, Season 2, Episode 7. So we are finally here at this episode. Before we get into actually reviewing the episode, let's get, first things first, I want to say, yes, I know I am uploading this on the day the finale airs, and I'm actually filming on the day the finale airs, so sorry about that, but that's just how it be sometimes. But let's go ahead and read the synopsis of the episode. The school goes on lockdown with the Chucky dolls inside. Nika moves forward with her plan. So that's interesting. That's really interesting. So the episode, this is definitely the best one of the best episodes of the season. Because this episode feels like a finale, like it feels like the last episode of the season, even though it isn't. It feels like a finale, and that's really exciting to have what feels like a finale. And there's a lot of fun moments in here. You get to see pretty much every character gets a moment to shine in this episode. Chucky, Tiffany, Glenn, Glenda, Jake, Devin, Lexi, Andy, just everyone. I'm leaving out a few characters, but everyone basically gets a chance. And definitely some characters in this, definitely, you like them a little more. Devin Sawa's character, has some interesting developments in this episode. We learn a little more about him, throughout this episode, and that's really interesting and makes you, feel for his character more. One thing that really blew out on this episode is like the Tiffany doll, like the Tiffany doll, like that Jennifer Tilly is trapped in. They kind of just throw that out the window, because like she escapes and then gets hit by a truck. Like I felt like that got built up for like no reason, and then they just decided to just whoosh it away. Like it wasn't. It's like they treated it as such a big reveal in a previous episode, but then them just doing it like that, it's like, oh, no one cares. And that was really, and also getting to see that their plan, for the most part, from what it seems like to them, succeeds. And they're all, I don't know, they're all trying to, I don't know. The episode really feels like a conclusion to the season. To not of the season, but to the franchise as a whole. Like, it felt like a conclusion to the franchise. And we obviously know that's not the case because we have another episode. But this episode definitely closed off in a good spot, I feel. Like, if this was the finale, I would not have been upset. And we even get Nadine in this episode. Yeah, I was like, how do you think is Nadine in this episode? She died. A hallucination, basically, from Lexi with a relapse with her drug problem. And it's good to get that. Kind of gives us some closure with Lexi and that character. So that was definitely a little difficult to watch. Emotions-wise, it was a little difficult to watch. It's like, oh, you're going to tease like this? You're like, oh, because Nadine was probably one of the best things to come out of this season. And I was really hoping that she would go on to be a more important character, or not more important character, but it would go on to be something else besides just their friend at this school that they made, and they should become a part of, like, whatever is the future in the franchise, but it didn't. And another thing, my thing was right. My disappointment in the last episode, the good Chucky, because even crap, his name is blanking my mind. Don Mancini, sorry. Don Mancini even confirmed that Good Chucky was actually good, but like freaking actual Chucky popping back through is like a glitch kind of, or kind of like a personalities fighting is kind of like what it is. So that was good to know, but now we also know Good Chucky is gone as well. We know he's got to be gone, and also we get to see like a little bit of like mostly the characters, their friendships and stuff and relationships and stuff are all pretty mended. Kyle and Andy definitely get a good wrap up, even though I hope this isn't a wrap up for them, but it feels like it is because they even show footage from the end of Child's Play 2. So maybe it is the end of the franchise for those characters. And also we get to see a little bit with like more with Glenda with like they've got a little bit of that evil side of them that they're not hesitant to kill someone. We've already seen that, but like also Glenda's on their own side, which is also pretty interesting to see them go about. And then obviously you get a little more Chucky Nika in this episode, but then also you get to you wind up at the end of the episode, Glenn winds up getting shot, and I think that's how the doll is gonna play back into everything. Is that Glenn is gonna get put back into the doll? Don't quote me on that, but maybe that's where the episode's gonna go. Gosh, I am all over the place with this review. But personally, this is probably the second best episode of the season, maybe third. But like, I did enjoy this episode a lot. I felt like they did a pretty good job at wrapping up what's going on, because like we already know that it's gonna be a little bit of a time gap in the next episode because it's gonna be around Christmas time. But yeah, that's really my overall thoughts. I thought it was a good episode. I would probably give this a 3.5 out of 5. I think it's a solid point for this episode. I think it is a great episode. I think it's actually no. I'll probably give this one a solid 4 actually, because there is some funny moments here. There is a little bit of that Seed of Chucky stuff in there. Like you're like, oh my goodness, we're going a little too far here with the comedy, but it's interesting, and also you get to see more of the other, I forgot the therapist lady, I forgot her name, but see more of her, and it's interesting what's going on. 'Cause I got a theory that she's dead now. I think she's dead now. Either that or Chucky's soul is inhabiting her body at the same time, kind of like the Anika situation. But I don't know. I'm curious to see where the show is going with this final episode, and hopefully we get some answered questions. And we don't know what's going on with Tiffany and what's going to go on with Glenn and Glenda. There's so much interesting stuff. I'm actually really interested to see where it's going to go, because I did enjoy the final episode quite a bit. And there was some good effects in this episode. There's like an explosion, and there's also freaking Chucky gets his like jaw shot off. It's an overall good time of an episode, and I cannot wait to see how they wrap up the season. But that's all I got to say for this review, guys. What did you guys think of episode 7? Let me know down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!